I am going to make, they're called lunchroom lady bars. If you're from Western Pennsylvania, which we used to be from Western Pennsylvania, but we now live in Myrtle Beach, but it's something that they make in the lunchroom cafeteria all the time, and most of the kids from Western Pennsylvania know what lunch lady bars are. So let's get to it. So you're going to need a cup of butter. So we're gonna melt the and the peanut butter, not like just for a little bit in the microwave. So in this bowl here, I ground up 2 cups of graham crackers. So I've already got those all ground up. And then we need a cup of butter and 2 cups of peanut butter. So let's do that. That might be too big to get in there. Maybe just a small one. These only take about 15 minutes to make, but then you have to leave them in the refrigerator for like an hour before you cut them. So we'll just make them, and then I will post the recipe, and I'll come back on with the picture and post the recipe. I'm gonna have to get another jar of peanut butter. I thought I was only gonna need 1. But I think we're gonna need 2. Okay, so that's 1 cup. In it goes. Okay, let me reach over here and grab another jar. Okay. So we're making lunch lady bars is what they're called. They have these in their lunchrooms in Pennsylvania. Hi, Asher. Hi, Ashley. So, as I was saying, if you're from Western Pennsylvania, I'm going to try to get this down in here. I need a bigger one. If you're from Western Pennsylvania, they serve these in the lunchroom all the time for kids. And they are a big favorite. So I think that'll be good. So your ingredients so far is I ground up 2 cups of graham crackers, and then we have a cup of butter and 2 cups of peanut butter. We're going to put that in the microwave, and we're going to melt it for a little bit. Okay. I need to get one of those cups from Pampered Chef where you just put it in and push it up and you're all done. Okay, let's put these out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the microwave. Hello, everybody. I'm going to put this in the microwave first. I'm going to do maybe 30 seconds at a time. Hey, bud. We're going to do 30 seconds at a time. wipe my hand. Hi, Casa. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Maribel. Okay. So we're just going to do that 30 seconds at a time, and I'm going to stir it. Yeah. So the butter's starting to melt really good. Let's get this stirred up in here. I just want it to get a little bit incorporated, not too much. Actually, I think this will be good. Now you're going to get your hands dirty, of course. Let's take these rings off. So I think 30 seconds was good. Okay. So we're going to, let me see here a minute. We might do another 30 seconds. I don't want to get it. We'll do 15. We'll do 15. And then we're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to get a bigger bowl. I'm looking at this thinking, there's no way all this is going to fit. So let's do this. There we go. I would like to put it in there, but okay. So we need 2 cups. So this is a half of a cup, so that's 1. As you can see, I'm pushing it up against the bag, packing it in there. That's 1 1/2. And there's 2. Okay, guys. So this looks good. We're just going to put this straight into the bowl. Hi, Aunt Pete. Hi, Nikki. Hi, hi. Okay, into the bowl. We're making lunch room lady bars. If you're from Western Pennsylvania, all the kids know what these are. The lunch ladies make these, and the kids just love them. Okay, I'm going to step away. And you're going to get your hands in there, and you're going to get all yucky. So just stir this all around, get it all incorporated. Get that peanut butter and that butter all incorporated in there. And yes, my hands are clean. FYI. Okay, and then the next step is you're going to take a 9x13 pan. I'm going to use a glass one. You can use whatever you have. I'm going to use glass. We're going to bring it over. Okay. And then you're just going to scoop it in. My hand's already dirty, so we're just going to Start pushing it down in there. And then I'm going to step away and wash my hand, and then come back and spread it out better and scrape that bowl really good. All right, I'll be right back, peeps. Okay, so let's get a scraper and scrape this bowl out really good. Hello, Annette. Hello, Trivia. Hello, Blair. Okay. Let's use this one. First, I'm going to scrape this bowl clean. And then we're going to go back to the peanut butter again. I was watching our weather here. It's saying that we are going to get snow in Myrtle Beach this weekend. So, all the reports are different, but yeah, that doesn't happen very often down here. Hi, Ricky. Hi, Betty. So just kind of, I mean, this stuff's sticky, so just kind of spread it out as best as you can. And then when you put these in the refrigerator, they're going to set up. They taste like a, if you like Reese peanut butter cups, that's what they taste like. If you never had them, that's exactly what they taste like. Now, these can be made a couple different ways. So, I've seen them made with oatmeal. I've seen them made just like a Buckeye, which a Buckeye would be more like of a, not a Reese, but like a melt-away, you know. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Okay. Your next step is okay, that's a good idea. I'll have to try that with my spatula. Okay, so your next step is 1.5 cups of chocolate chips and 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. So let's get those. You can use whatever chocolate chips you want. I just happen to have these ones, so 1.5 cups. I'm going to use 3 of these. 2, 3. Okay. Hi, Lisa Marie. How are you? And then it says 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. So let's get down in there. And then I'm going to use this to get it out. Now, I'm going to do this on maybe 15-second intervals. That's 2. Make sure I get that full. That's 3. That's 3. One more, guys. Okay, so 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. And then we're going to melt this in the microwave for I'm going to do 15-second intervals. We're going to melt that, and then that's going to go right on top of these, and then you're going to let it sit in the refrigerator for 1 hour, and then you can pull them out, cut them, and eat them. So let's see what we've got going on here. Nothing yet. Okay, maybe we should do 30 seconds. We'll do 30 seconds and see what we get. Hi Billy, hi Lisa Marie. I love these. Yeah, they're very good. My kids love them. Love them. Sorry guys, I got peanut butter under my fingernail and I don't like that. And I don't want to have to keep stepping away constantly, so. Alright, so the peanut butter is starting to melt, and some of the chocolate chips are melting, so that's a good sign. Now, like I said, these have been made different ways too. I've seen where people put, instead of peanut butter in here, they put like coconut oil and melt them chocolate chips and then just pour it on. So there are different recipes out there. Okay, let's put it back in for another 30 seconds, and maybe those chocolate chips will all be melted. Now I got peanut butter all over my microwave. I guess that happens when you're cooking. It's not to the object of the community. Okay, so we're making lunchroom lady bars. So the bottom part is a cup of butter, a cup of peanut butter, 2 cups of graham crackers, and 2 cups of powdered sugar. You melt your butter and your peanut butter together, not just for like 30 seconds, I think, and then I put it back in for 15 seconds. And then you mix up your graham crackers and your powdered sugar all into a bowl. You pour in a 9x13, and now we're melting 1.5 cups of chocolate chips and 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we're creamy enough yet. Oh yes. So I did a 15-second and 2 30 seconds. You guys see that? I'm going to keep stirring because there's a couple of chips in there that are still solid. So if you keep stirring it, it will, they'll melt. Just got to keep stirring it. Okay, so now I'm going to just start pouring on. I'm going to start pouring. I'm going to do this really quick because this will set up quick. Make sure you get it all out of your bowl. Get it all out of there. You want all the goodness, all your goodness out. Okay. All right. And you can spread it out with whatever you want. I'm just going to use this little spreader. Okay. And try to... I tilted that and it kind of, let's push it back down. I tilted my pan and it tilted it a little bit. We don't want that. Okay. Spread, spread, spread. So just keep spreading it until it's completely covered. And that's it. You can put some, go back and forth if you want. And there you have it. That's it. Those are the lunchroom lady bars. And that's it. So now they need to go in the refrigerator and set for an hour. Once they set for an hour, hi Jane, hi Lizzie, hi everybody. So once they set for an hour in the refrigerator, then you can cut them. I will post my recipe and a picture in the comments, and hope you guys give them a try. I think you'll all like them. We'll go over the recipe one more time. So they're lunchroom lady bars. It's 1 cup of butter, 1 cup of peanut butter. Soften it in the microwave. I did it for 2 30-second intervals. Then you have 2 cups of ground graham crackers and 2 cups of powdered sugar. Put it all in a bowl, mix it up. Spread it into a 9x13 pan. Then you take 1.5 cups of chocolate chips and 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. I did 2 30-second intervals and a 15-second interval. And it looks like this. And then you put them in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Bring them out, cut them up, and they're good. They're delicious. So they taste like a Reese's peanut butter cup. I hope you guys all try it, and I will come back on. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Well, I gotta figure out how to sign off. Okay, my Facebook friends, I didn't see anybody on here today, but I hope that you guys like this recipe. Let's see. End live. I'm still learning how to do this, people. There you are. Okay, I'm going to try to figure this out. It's kind of confusing when you're doing 2 different lives. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.